To this story now, the Border Management Authority is rolling out intensified law enforcement operations and festive season oversight at the country's ports of entry. The initiative includes enhanced multi-layered security measures aimed at ensuring safe, efficient and well-coordinated border management during the high-traffic festive period. For more on this, we're joined by news reporter Makgala Masiteng at the Ficksburg Port of Entry. Good afternoon, Makgala. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, we're hearing of that intensified law enforcement operation this festive season. Border Management Authority just completed a briefing with the media a short while ago. Just talk us through that briefing.
Yes, Nomfundo. In fact, we are coming live from one of the port of entries here in Ficksburg, the border between Lesotho and South Africa. And of course, he has already gone through some walkabouts, checking some of the operations. As you have indicated there, this is part of the festive season law enforcement operations, where they are intensifying those efforts to ensure that everything is safe here, as many people will be traveling to various destinations. But I'm standing here with the Commissioner, Mike Masiapato, just to talk to us about some of what you have witnessed as you were doing the walkabout here. I know there's a plan of going to other ports of entry as well. Some of those challenges that you have witnessed that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Makgala. Maybe let's indicate that, yes, we are here at Ficksburg, Bridge Port of Entry between South Africa and Lesotho. By the way, this is one of, I will say, a bit of the biggest ports in terms of the movement of persons after Maseru Bridge. So we are here to support the team that operates here on the ground to make sure that they are very much ready to be able to facilitate, the movement of people in and out of the country. And we can also indicate that up to this point, we've been able to facilitate from the 10th of December, when we started with the operations, over 71,000 individuals. So that is a demonstration that December had started. We are very much ready to be able to deal with the peak, which is going to happen in the new week, as it were. In terms of the challenges, obviously one of the biggest challenges has been the issue of human capacity, but at the same time we were able to speak with the Department of Tourism. They have given us some tourism monitors, and we've been able to use them to be able to help us to facilitate the movement of people here in terms of queue management and the like. So up to this point, we can say everything is going according to plan. And of course, the serious challenge we know, we are going to deal with the return leg, when people will be trying to exit the port and try to enter through the Caledon River. There we are very much ready to be able to intercept them and make sure that everybody is actually using the port.
Earlier on, you were talking about the issue with regards to addressing the infrastructure across all the ports of entries here. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, you see, the issue of infrastructure, we can start by indicating that, yes, most of the ports of entry out there that we have, as you know, we actually inherited them from the apartheid past. They were never created infrastructurally to facilitate a lot of people or even a lot of trucks, for instance. So on that particular basis, that is why there is a PPP, a public-private partnership, where we are going to redesign and redevelop 6 of our top land commercial ports, of which Ficksburg is one of those. So as we speak now, the processes are at advanced stages. We are hoping that in the new year, we should be able to finalize the agreement with the private partners, and they will start the reconstruction. So that is going to be very much critical, because it will allow us to open the infrastructure, to have the lane for small vehicles, to have the lane for the pedestrians, lane for the trucks, taxis, as well as for the trucks. So that is going to help us to make sure that we do this work better.
You were talking about the return leg, that obviously these ports of entries are going to be very busy. Talk to us about the plans in place to ensure that there are no issues.
Yeah, you see, on the return leg, one of the biggest challenges that we always deal with, if you were to even look at the historical data, is the issue of illegal migration. There we talk about people that are trying to enter the country illegally. So that is something that we deal with across the various ports. And of course, here at Ficksburg, we do know that that is one of the challenges. You will remember that even in terms of our previous statistical view, we did indicate that the majority of the people intercepted attempting to enter the country illegally is always led by Basotho, followed by Zimbabweans, and then by Mozambicans. So as we speak now, we put a lot of effort around the Basotho ports, which is here in Ficksburg, in Maseru, in Caledon's Sport, in Van Rooyen's Gate, Mononsa Pass, and all of those, to make sure that we are very much ready to deal with people who will try to enter South Africa without using the proper port, but they are trying to enter through the borderline. So we actually have the drone already ready, but the drone will be operating on the corridor itself, around your Maseru Bridge, through into Peka Bridge, and ultimately into Ficksburg, to make sure that we are able to see those individuals who will try to enter the country. Our response teams will be very much ready, consisting of the border guards, the SNDF, together with members of the police, to make sure that we intercept them and we get them deported on the spot.
Thank you very much. That is the Commissioner. They're talking to us, of course, about the plans that are in place, Mfundo, to ensure that all these ports of entry operations are intensified, as, of course, as it is the festive season. And, of course, the movement is going to be increasing across all these ports of entry. Of course, as he was concluding there, he was just talking about some of plans that they have in place, especially they call it the return leg, where they will be coming back, of course, to ensure that there won't be any challenges with regards to when many people will be trying to enter into the country illegally. As he has indicated there, they have plans in place. We have heard of issues, of course, in the past where people were trying to even cross just the river to come to South Africa using even mattresses. So those are some of the issues that they will be looking into to ensure that they are able to intercept those activities across the ports of entry. But also he touched on a very important issue with regards to the issues of the infrastructure across all those ports of entry. Of course, it's something that we'll have to follow up as plans are in place to ensure that the infrastructure will be improved across all of these ports of entry, across the borders of the country.
All right, Makgala, thank you very much for that reportage. That's SABC News reporter Makgala Masiteng at the Ficksburg Port of Entry, in conversation, of course, with Border Management Authority on their festive season operations. More news on the other side of this break. Do stay with us.